After that very quick break, you are back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we've got to talk about hair because this Heritage Month, see what I did there? Glyco Lemon is honoring the depth of our heritage and also the significance of remaining connected to our roots with a Back to the Roots, to your roots anyway campaign. Now, we've got so many things that we've spoken about, from the concept that you are what you eat to the importance of also nourishing yourself for a happier lifestyle, and now to nurturing your roots for healthier hair. Coming into summer, you know we all got to look good. And today we're joined by brand manager Angelica Hendricks to find out more about Glyco Lemon. Thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure.
And I'm telling you, when your hair looks like that, the curls are popping today. Beautiful. Well, Angelica, let's get into this because, you know, growing up, Glyco Lemon was a part of my childhood, and I still distinctly remember the smell of that marula shampoo and conditioner. And if you open a bottle today, it'll take me exactly back to those wash days with my mum. And I know that you're celebrating 60 years.
Yeah.
What a legacy. How incredible is that? I do want to know how you feel you've remained relevant throughout the years that you've been around.
So with Glyco Lemon, us being around since actually 1957, so that's probably over 60 years. The secret to remaining relevant with South African consumers is that it's made by South Africans for South Africans. So always putting the consumer and the customer at the forefront has been one of the main points of us staying relevant.
And we can feel it. I mean, as a consumer, we definitely know that you have got us when it comes to looking good, having our hair done, and also at an accessible price that many people are able to afford to look good, you know? And I do wonder how the role of Glyco Lemon plays in the lives of South Africans on the daily. I mean, what can you say to that?
So as you mentioned, well, besides the affordability, it's an amazing hair care range, the shampoos and your conditioners. But we understand that consumers are a bit cash strapped. So the affordable angle is one of the reasons that we give back to the community and that we've been able to survive for such a long time. So we don't want consumers to make decisions in terms of their beauty by not being able to afford an awesome hair care range. And yeah, that's what we've done.
Oh, I love it. And like I said, if your hair looks this good, girl, then we are taken care of. But when it comes to offering something for your consumers and listening to what they're saying versus being true to your brand, where do you sort of find that middle ground between making both parties happy?
So it's quite tough because everybody wants something and everybody needs something, right? And the South African hair market consists of basically like 70% textured hair, and it ranges from type 1 to type 4, which is 14 different hair types.
Sure.
So Glyco Lemon has a wide variety from your anti-dandruff shampoos and conditioners to your leave-in conditioners for somebody that's looking for a bit more moisture. We've got so many different climates. And then, like you've mentioned, we've got the real OG SKUs, which are your marulas, your henna extracts that people remember and they love. They don't want to change it. So that's how we've kind of, you know, kept everybody in the loop for all hair types.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, that henna. When you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, how could I forget about the classic? Well, let's talk about heritage. Speaking of heritage or heritage, however you want to say it, and your campaign Back to Your Roots. Can you tell me a bit more about that, especially considering that we're celebrating heritage this month?
So the campaign Back to Your Roots started with us just wanting to give back. We've been around for such a long time and we felt, you know, it's time as a heritage brand in South Africa that we give back. So it's more about, you know, educating the youth. You are what you eat. So it starts from within and instilling those values in the youth, basically from the ground up. And that way we hope that Glyco Lemon also grows with them. So planting a seed in the ground and in their minds.
Oh, I love that because it is about legacy. And as we pass that on to the next generation who also want to look just as good, it is so incredibly important. That's wonderful. 100%. What is your best part of the campaign that's happened so far?
So you'll see something probably next week, but it's always about giving back and seeing the smiles on the kids' faces, as well as some of our team members just getting down and dirty. You know, you get your Barbie girls and now they're in the ground just getting dirty and all just to give back to the community. So it's really heartwarming. So that's been the most exciting part.
Honestly, you guys have given us so much throughout the years, and it's really good to see you're still standing 10 toes down in a market that can get quite saturated, you know. So yes, get yourself some Glyco Lemon. And I've got some good news for you too. Thank you so much, Angelica, for being here. If you want to experience the quality and tradition of Glyco Lemon, then this is for you. Stand a chance of winning a Glyco Lemon hair care hamper. You heard me right. All you have to do to enter, simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages and tell us this one question. Which Glyco Lemon product is your favorite? I know mine. I said Marula. Choose your own one, okay? And brings you back to hashtag back to your roots. Of course, don't forget to use that qualifying hashtag back to your roots in your answer. Now, the competition does close on the 27th of September. And of course, all T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Make sure that you definitely get yourself in the running to winning a beautiful hair care hamper. Might be coming your way soon.